This here is where the game ends. The clock is ticking, son. You have no time. I don't believe you're gonna make it through that motherfucking flood.
Hey man, you know, time is short. You see what's going on in the earth right now, man. So if you still straddling in the fence, you know, or you still have this mind frame, or I'll get out there when I can, you better start getting this truth for yourself, man. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, which is word, truth, sincerity. All right, this is Brother Tawab Bakai back out here in GMS Inland Empire. Come back with another pre-workout. And this week, what I want to go into is for you brothers out there that watch the videos. Hey man, you know, time is short. You see what's going on in the earth right now, man. So if you still straddling in the fence, you know, or you still have this mind frame, or I'll get out there when I can, you better start getting this truth for yourself, man. You know, you better take action, man. You know, because the days are growing short. Time is moving quick. Here it is. We already at the end of March. You know, we about to be in April. You know, pretty much this is like the first quarter of 2026 is already gone. You know, and you see all the war that's going on out there in between Iran and them small hats. You know, Trump talking his shit, and they spoke about expanding the age of the draft. Yeah. You know, the draft people that can be drafted, man and woman. Okay, so those of you that still straddling the fence, man, if you don't get your act together, you know, you're gonna be caught up out here, man. You know, so I'm gonna bring out a few scriptures. Lord willing, this is edifying. So the first scripture I'm gonna start with is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth." You see, that's what the Lord is really looking for. You know, Lord wants you to seek Him when you're in your youth, man, in the prime of your life, when you have all your strength, your energy. That's when you're supposed to be seeking after the Lord. You're not supposed to be seeking the Lord after, you know, now, you know, you're going to have cases where, you know, you're going to have brothers that's going to come into this truth that's going to be of a certain age, right? But for the most part, that's what the Lord is looking. The Lord wants you to seek Him, you know, in your youthful days, okay? It says, "While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." And we're in those times, man. Ain't no joy out here in this world. Okay, times is hard, man. You know, we're in perilous times right now. You know, when you look at that word perilous, it means difficult, hard. And we're in difficult. Are we not in difficult times? You know, it's a reason why these people are doing videos, giving their testimony on how hard and difficult it is to get by in this society right now, man. That's not by coincidence. This is all prophecy, man, coming to pass. All right, it says, nor the years draw nigh, and thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And people are starting to see there's no pleasure, there's no real pleasure here in this society, man. Okay, all this shit here is vanity, man. You know, and if you want to be so-called, you know, live it up here, you gotta be extremely wicked. You know, you gotta be an extremely vile individual, man. All right, got another one. This is Isaiah 55:6. this is the point. It says, seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. And the Lord is near. And that's through his men. You know, the men that he got out there prophesying. Starting around apostles, those on down. Okay? That's how you seek after the Lord, by taking heed. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, if you out there, you're watching the videos, you know what's going on, you should be taking a certain action, man. You should be on fire for this thing. All right, it says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return unto the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power he will abundantly pardon. You see that? And the only one that's going to receive that pardon is the elect of the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Those that take heed, those that actually seek after the Lord, that's what the Lord is going to come back for. The Lord's not coming back for the majority of our people. That's why you don't see us out here with all these different gimmicks, okay? We're not out here trying to, you know, first of all, we ain't doing nothing. The Lord is doing all the work. You know, we just vessels. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord, he's not looking for all Israel. He's only looking for that small remnant. You know, so that's what it's all about. So, like I said, for you brothers out there, man, you know, you really got to take heed, man, you know, because we coming into this thing to be doers, not just hearers, you know. So, yeah, so with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Hakadosh, the honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, Christian, sincerity, Shalom.